Yeah, y'all. This your boy DJ Cliff. We up in here doing a podcast. It's an honor and a pleasure to be chilling out here with my homie.
Oh man.
Jail.
Oh man. It's more humbling for me than you know.
Look at you, man. What's up, brother?
Building. My 3 P's: plot, plan, and progress.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, so much stuff to get into. So first up, let me just say, this has been a long time coming, man. And so first up, just want to talk a little bit about how we got connected, and then really kind of let folk know who you are. So got to give a shout out for show to Mr. Alexander Devine.
Absolutely.
The homie Kyle, who that's how we first connected.
Absolutely.
Over Flatline, man.
Absolutely. Mr. Terminal himself.
That's right.
He definitely said, hey, I want you to come down to Flatline Studios. I have somebody I want you to meet.
Yeah.
And spoke highly. He was like, do you know DJ Cliff? I'm like, I've heard the name, never met the gentleman.
Yeah, yeah.
And shortly enough, you come through the door just with the Leroy glow.
It's beautiful. Nah, it was crazy too, man. It was crazy too, cause it was cool to meet you. Talking about some sort of glow, man. You came through with that energy, you know.
It's passion.
Yeah.
And naturally, when you're in a room full of passionate people, it exerts a lot of force.
Yeah.
And it happened real fast, and I love every minute of it. And if you breathe it, you live it, and you do it, and that's what it was.
Yeah.
And that's better than a handshake sometimes.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we out here up in the mighty Northwest, man, just chilling out in the backyard. We got the cool breezes.
Literally outside, like you can hear it. The 1480, the old-fashioned wind. We're really outcast right now.
We really out here, like on the really real.
It's everywhere,
So, like I said, we in the Northwest, but let everybody know where you're from.
Originally, oh man, I guess you could say I'm a Northeast kid. I was born in Connecticut, raised in New Jersey.
Jersey?
Yeah, man, and then went to school in Pittsburgh, and then made my way out west.
That's what's up. You Northwest kid now, though.
Yeah, this is definitely grounds.
Yeah.
This is definitely, soil. It's definitely on my feet.
Yeah. And
I'm appreciative of it.
No doubt.
It saved a lot of me. I'm not gonna say it did. It saved a lot of me.
That's what's up. So, like people who know you. I kind of want to just dive right into it, but one of the things that we talked about when we was over at Flatline was, kind of getting to know you, who you were, and what you were about. So I was like, yo, so are you an artist? Are you an MC, or what's up? And I know that there's a little MCing in you.
Mm-mm.
Come on now.
Mm-mm.
I got how doing the radio show, right? I just throw in an instrumental.
Kev has 8. Shout to V1, Mr. Kev himself and Craig. That's he got 8 and some more. I just it happens every now and then.
Yeah.
Towards the end, if it presents itself, I'll do that. We're not gonna, there's so much more to the conversation, man.
Yo RO.BO. All right, so then let's jump into it, man. So Yo RO.BO.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that, man. Talk about RO.BO, because that was one of the things that we got a chance to get into over at Flatline, and then you were kind enough to come onto the radio show Welcome to the Neighborhood.
Absolutely.
And we got to chop it up a little bit. And let me just to let y'all know this man's character. You came through with no voice.
None.
You came on the radio show with no voice just to show love, and I appreciate that, man.
It meant something to me because you it was a time. You said, hey, could you come? And I said yes.
Yeah.
And I like to be a man of my word if you ask me to do something.
Yeah.
It was just out of pure respect. I said, I can't talk right now. I text you like, hey, I can't talk, but I'm going to show up.
Yeah.
And I made it a point to be there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, just a man. It just shows the kind of character you have. But let's speak on this right quick, man.
Okay.
So let's talk about RO.BO, man. What is RO.BO?
Oh man, RO.BO. The acronym itself is it's Real Outcast dot Become Original.
Okay.
And basically, if you're an outcast, you're an original. Like, you're one of something. To truly be an outcast, you have to be the one, the original.
Yeah.
That separates you from everything else.
Yeah.
And in putting that mantra together, I created the little robot head, the little square in your circle, if you will, because everybody gets on that. Oh, it's a robot in the circle. It's
Yeah.
more than that. You know, 90 times 4 is 360.
Yeah.
So you will always have a square in your circle
There you go.
if you want to think like that.
That
But
man, see, he kicking that knowledge on y'all.
it's deeper than it looks, and that's the best part about it.
Yeah, yeah.
By the time folks really understand it, this same interview will probably be on a boat with linen pants and argyle socks.
Look at you, look at you. Nah, but I mean, I think that that's one of the things I think is cool about it is that just the logo itself sparks conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? When I rock my RO.BO cap, first time I rocked my RO.BO cap, my wife was like, "So, what's the line on the front?"
What's the wave?
Yeah, exactly.
It's either a wave, it's either a heartbeat, it's
Yeah.
either it's a conversation starter because there's no words,
Yeah,
but it has so many universal meanings
yeah,
to so many people.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can think back to the old Egyptian time. There's so many meanings that they want to see what your interpretation of it is.
Yeah.
And that's the whole premise of RO.BO is, what do you have to say about it? What is your interpretation of it?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
do you conversate from that point?
So let me ask you this then. Let's just go back. Let's go back and break it down.
Okay.
Real outcasts
Real outcast.
become original.
Become original. There's only one dot, and it's between the RO.BO.
Yeah.
So that's not R.O. No, it's RO.BO.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes together.
How did you
Hold
even
on.
come up with that? How did you come up with that?
Oh,
with that concept.
In all honesty, I sat in a room literally for almost 3 months, really. Just kind of, I had this idea of this little robot for a while, and was sitting there and was thinking of a name, and just kept playing music, no words, just kept playing music and thinking, and one night, like 4 in the morning, was just like, and stuck with it, and then built around that.
Yeah.
And dreams come, they come to reality if you keep persisting at it.
But speak on. I mean, what was the original idea, man? Here talking with Jo RO.BO. I mean, what was your idea? It wasn't just to create a logo. It wasn't just to create a brand.
Right. It was more or less defining not just who I am, but people similar to me. There's so many things that draw us close. At the same time, we're hindered for being great. So you never really show people your true potential or what your superpower is. Some people are fast, some people are can jump high, smart, articulate, whatever. But if you're too good at something, they'll kind of keep you out of the situation. And I had to find something that related to me, but related to so many people and could touch many, have tree limbs, many people at one time without me having to constantly exert just me. I touched you, touched this person, and it had to correlate so many lanes and avenues like an onion. And that's kind of how it transpired into this thought of, I love film. Sidney Poitier, one of my favorite. Then it goes down the line of Denzel. Then it goes to Jerry Lewis, Will Smith, and to art. I don't want to say Basquiat and Andy Warhol, but just like kung fu art. Like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Flying Guillotine. There's just stories within stories. You know what I'm saying? And then action, like sports. So finding all these points, but how do they all transition into one thing?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I got to this point where it's like, if I picked everything that I like from all these different points, what would it look like? You really don't see anything that's a square you don't see things like that. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you just find a way to correlate everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yo RO.BO. So, um, the speak on the wave.
The wave itself is, it's if you look at one side of it, one side's down and one side's up,
Mm-hmm.
so it's never ending. And people would like to say, "Oh man, I feel your movement." This isn't a movement. I don't like the word movement because there's a lot of movements that have occurred throughout history, that have had endings. Whether Frank Lucas, that was an ending.
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor, that was an ending.
Yeah.
There's things that are endings. I, I can't. I don't envision an ending because then if I envision an ending, then it's over. I envision myself stop it. Like this is it. I don't see that. So it's the ups and downs, consistent. Whether you look at it, success won, loss, love gain, love loss. Do you look at it like we're at the high or we're at a low? Life is always going to be that way.
Yeah.
There's always going to be it's always going to be a good moment, and there's always going to be you missed that last shot.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up. That's deep right there, man. Yo RO.BO is speaking. So we've kind of given people a little bit of a description of the logo,
Okay.
and we've kind of just touched on what RO.BO is.
Absolutely.
Real Outcast, be original,
Become
become original,
Become original.
Mm-hmm. But one of there's many ways that people can actually see it for themselves.
Absolutely.
You have created I shouldn't say created. You're connected with some people who rep the brand,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the places that shows up is in the visuals for the tape. So let's get into that a little bit. Once again, man, I'm out here like I'm literally out here in the Northwest, man, just chilling with my homie Yo RO.BO, man, and we getting into all things RO.BO. So let's speak on that, man. The artists who rep the brand and how you make those connects, because I know it's not just people saying, "Oh, yo, I want to buy the hat,
And
I
that's
want to buy the tee."
That's the whole thing about being. It's more than a brand. There's no classification, and the things I like, people like music, and people who rep Troc, shout to Troc D's, Stuart Villain,
Yeah.
Eddie Keys, Cruz, Rain State.
Yeah.
They were very, very, very thankful to have them come through and create beats throughout a day in the documentary. It's a small. It's called RO.BO beat tape, and what people don't understand is that there's probably 13 other producers on this beat tape.
Okay.
And I'll just put it out there because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's showcasing what everybody is. It's a beat. Your heart is always a beat, and it showcases every person in their own habitat making a beat in their own way that represents them.
Yeah.
And that's what RO.BO is about, representing you, not about me and you having the same. No, there are things that you do great, and there are things that I do great, and that's how we build. And and beat tape was born. So it's don't get it wrong. It's coming out, coming soon. We just there's a lot of more things we have to do before that.
But again, I think it's dope that it is a visual and an audio and an audible representation of what you've described thus far in terms of originality. Like you just spoke on, you've got these different artists who've come together to bring their unique gifts to the one of the beat tape,
Right.
but yet it's all original material.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
And it's that's everybody wants that. Everybody wants to be them.
Yeah.
And the more you do it, the more you bring people to fruition of themselves, the better not just you are, but they are.
Yeah.
Because you accept that. And that's this whole point, is just do it without saying I have to accept you.
Yeah.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, live. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Jump. I'm all in support of it, 110%.
That's what's up. All right, the visuals are out there. Let people know if they want to go check out the visuals for the
If
tape.
if you want to take off the visuals for the tape, you can type in. You can go to YouTube. We also have a becauserobo.com, which is the actual site where you can purchase, which is clothing and stickers and pins. But we're sold out at this point. Yes. Thank
Which
you.
is a good thing.
Thank you.
Which is a good thing for sure.
Very, very thankful. You can go to becauserobo.com, becauserobo, one word, .com, or you can go to the YouTube channel, which is JO, which is JAYYOX Robo, and it'll bring up every visual we've shot thus far.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere in a big way.
Yeah.
Art, music, film, life.
Well, it's dope, man, because I've had an opportunity. Well, just walking over here to sit down to start chatting. A couple cars just drove by. People was like, "Yo," honking the horns. You know what I mean? So people see you out and they know who you are. And then I was downtown Portland with the homie Theory Hazard. Shout out to Theory Hazard.
I gotta meet that guy too.
Oh yeah,
I've heard he's mentioned a few times. I heard people. Theory said something about the hat. Yeah, shout out to Theory. Respect, man. We'll definitely cross paths.
That's what's up. We gonna make it happen, man. That's what we do.
Please.
But was walking by some spot. I don't remember. Forgive me. I don't remember the name of the spot. But I was walking by, and the gentleman who was sort of handling security at the door, as I walked past, he tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, yo, what's up? I turned around and he was like, yo, man, where you get that hat? And I was like, Jay. Yeah, man, I know Jay. You know what I mean? Just random. Right. It's like it's everywhere, man. So it's like you reach and you've touched people from many different walks of life.
Absolutely.
Not just oh, you're wearing that brand, but people associated with you and who you are.
It's definitely it's definitely I don't want to call it a group. It's definitely a family from individuals, that are just good at what they do. And let's say you do film and he does photography, and you have a Robo pin on or a Robo hat on. Hey, what do you do? Oh, that's your conversation starter. Oh, you got a pin. What's your gift? It's like an X-Men Academy. Everybody has a power, and you're like, well, what do you do? Oh, we should change information. It's never about the person. It's about the reason why you have the conversation. What drew you to that? Oh, hey, you got a pin. Hey, well, there's something in there. Yeah. And then whatever you guys do from there is you two building. Everybody's building, and that's how you build.
So you've created, essentially what you've done is you've created a way that people can network, which is people who are in the artistic world, what they want to do, they want to network. And sometimes you get that obstacle of, well, I don't know who do I collab with? How do I find people to collab with? And what you've done is you've created a way to answer that question. Like you're saying, when people see, when they see the sign, right? Then they know.
I really and the funny thing about it, I wish I can really say I created it, but the reality of it is talking to another human. As that is vintage now. So whatever we can count, So it's never. It's bringing back. If you would live down the street from me, oh, there's a new kid on the street. Let me go knock on his door. Hi, miss. I'm such and such. I saw you have a. Introduce yourself. Yeah. Come outside. What do you do? What do you like? Yeah. Oh, he could be the fastest kid on the block, and you not even know until you find out. Yeah. Just brought back what we were built around. Kickball, dodgeball, tag, whatever. Yeah. But you knew who was who. Yeah. You didn't guess. You didn't make it up. This is what we. This is how you. Yeah. Oh, that's how conversations are supposed to be. Not texting you when I'm sitting right across from you.
You do say vintage.
Yeah.
But you ain't never lied though. I mean, because it's not the norm anymore.
It's not the norm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is how you correlate. This is how you put two periods of time together. Take like the early '80s and 2014. Yeah. I'm gonna introduce myself to you. Yeah. This is how I introduce myself. Oh, I don't know how to say hello or like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, what's that on your head? Oh, what hat is that? Yeah. Boom. Nice to meet you.
That's what's up, Yo RO.BO, man. So like I said, definitely go check out the visuals for the tape, and the beat tape is coming. And he dropped a couple names on there. You know, he talked about Trox. Shout out to Trox Diesel. I
Man,
seen he just posted something. He's doing some stuff with some heavy hitters, man.
heavy hitters,
You know,
some weight shifters for real.
exactly. I mean, he has done some stuff, but with people who are big, like industry names.
Industry.
But he dropped some knowledge. So Small Hand was a big slap. Small Hands.
Small hands, big slaps.
Yeah, go check out. Go be on the look for Trox,
Shout
man.
beats, shout out, bruh.
And then also you mentioned, and these are cats who are in the visuals for the tape. The homie Stuart Villain,
Stuart Villain.
Sore Losers.
Sore Losers. That whole
Stuart's the
camp.
homie, man, for real.
Yeah, man. Him. Shout out to Spoon and Manny
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Trey
Absolutely.
and Mike Bogan out there running around.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just dropped a new EP, which is
Amazing.
which is ridiculous. It's
Amazing.
been on repeat, man. The anthem is the joint. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man. So once again, I mean, you've connected with these people, and I think the visuals for that are dope. And once the beat tape drops, it will be getting massive airplay on Welcome to the Neighborhood.
I will
You
gladly
know this, man.
Listen, I will personally bring it to you myself.
That's what's up. What's up.
That's not even a question. It's just where do we listen to it? Should we put it in the car?
Yeah.
Should we do? It's going to be that because I'm looking forward to it. It's a great priceless moment for me for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be dope to hear. Now we ain't, I don't want names dropping
No.
just yet, but
No.
I it's gonna be dope to hear the names of the other producers that are on this that are on the beat tape. All right. So then, and I'm trying to remember. So it was PDX Pop Now.
Okay.
So I was going down PDX Pop Now. I knew that the cats from the Resistance were going to do a set, and so me, man, I'm always trying to get out and support. So I rolled downtown Portland to see these guys do their thing, and I parked my car and I looked and I was like, film crew out there, what's up with that, man? And then sure enough, here's the homie J.O. out there doing your thing,
Doing
man.
my own stunts.
And like for real, y'all. Like he ain't joking. He ain't joking, man.
No wires, no strings, no trick camera.
Old school.
Just old fashioned.
Yo, speak on like what you were working on, because we can talk about it now because
it's out.
the teaser is out.
Yeah, the trailer's out.
And then the trailer's out, and then the full length is about to come. So let everybody know what you was doing down there and what that's all about.
It's we're big on visuals. I gotta touch on how I saw you pull up because I called cut. I called cut. There was I said, Kev, I think that's Cliff. He was like, who? I was like, man, hold on. So I'm running. I was doing a chase scene. This is a video we call The Chase, and I said, Cliff. He was like, hey. I was like, hold on 1 second. He said, all right, that's action. And I was just running. And there's a part in the clip you guys gonna see the trailer and in the 2-minute small film where I have to jump over a car,
Like real style.
like legitimately plant my leg and jump smooth over the hood of the car, not the top of the car, the front of the car where the engine is, and keep running. Did it about 9 times, didn't fall once. Thank you, the man above. But from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. we were putting together this idea. Which correlates back to the name RO.BO itself, and it's called the chase scene, chase film, and basically everybody in the video is wearing black except for me, and I'm being chased by these guys I created called the Sames, and the Sames, as the name itself, is everybody doing the same thing, and they want you to be like them so bad, and you're running to save yourself from being like everybody else. And through this you got obstacles, cars come, people, you just can't give up, so you keep running until you get to a part where you can no longer run and realize you've made it to this top part where you have to now turn around and go through that to get to the top, like the tippy. You have to turn around and fight. Either you're forced to or you're gonna have to. I'd rather do it on my own accord than somebody telling me you have to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in the visual, it's a visual. It's subliminally said, like, you when you watch it, that's the whole video is being frightened when you run, being scared, and then realizing that all this time you're looking for yourself and you can do it. And in 2 minutes, I kind of show you, there's some more of the stunts in there too. I haven't told you. There's another big stunt in there
Yeah.
that you'll be pretty shocked. Like I did it one take. Well, a few. Nah, I'm lying. Three takes. I did it like 3 takes. But if I would have fell any time, it would have been over.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay. All right.
So
Once again, though, it sort of ties into that same concept of believing in one's self,
absolutely,
uplifting.
absolutely.
This I'm gonna use these are my words, use the term message that you are portraying. Where does that come from? We live in a society, especially when you talk about art,
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes, especially more specifically music.
Mm-hmm.
We live in a society where everybody's trying to get on, and folk are really focused on how they can get on and how they can promote what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Understandably so.
Mm-hmm.
But what you're doing is really encouraging people in a way that doesn't always happen.
Mm-hmm.
You're sort of kind of taking yourself out of the equation and almost equipping people with the idea that they can achieve. Where does that come from? The lack of selfishness to do that.
It, in all honesty, me, it was never. I've never been an eye guy. I don't. Even growing up as a kid, playing sports, I'd rather throw a block than catch a touchdown, or I'd rather pass than score. And I would get. I went through a lot of criticism for that. Like, oh, you need to be selfish. I never knew how to be selfish because I watched. I was very, very, very thankful, very, very privileged to watch great teams. Jordan made a household name out of everybody, from John Paxson to Steve Kerr. He you know what I'm saying? The Detroit, they did the same thing. You knew names when Rodman first came out. Whoever said they did it by themselves is a lie. You're a lie.
Yeah.
You're an absolute lie.
Yeah.
Every time I'm in a situation where I feel, unless I'm called upon, that the roster around me, there will always be somebody better than me next to me. It will always be that. If I'm the smartest guy in the room, then I'm in the wrong room. So my unselfishness is there it becomes extra arms. As opposed to having 2, I have 8. And you do more.
Yeah.
And then they do more, because being the head, if you're decapitated on that body, that's it.
Yeah.
But if everybody's the head, then it's like I told my friend, you ever heard the word a dynast?
Mm-hmm.
It's a singular.
Okay.
Shout out to D-Lo. If I'm a ruler, I'm a dynast.
Yeah.
But at a table of rulers, that's a dynasty.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if each person is a ruler in their own, when you all get together, the toast is so much more.
That's what's up, man. Jay over here preaching, man.
No.
So we'll come together like the Avengers up in here.
Justice League. I'm all about the Robin Hood. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, I preach and do these things, I'm always right. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the greatest role model. I'm not. I've made my errors. I've made my mistakes. I will go out and party and stand and dance and whatever.
Yeah.
But I will still do a clothing drive or a food drive the next day.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I am.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Because I want to.
So do you look at yourself as being an activist? Do you look at yourself as, or are you just a person trying to do the things that we should all do?
There's no classification.
Okay.
And the same way the same way I represent RO.BO is the same way I represent myself. There's no classification. If anything, they'll say, man, he's enthusiastic, he's energetic, he wants to do, he's done music and all this other stuff and created and did with all these people. I do, not just from my morale and how I was raised and things that I kept, but I do because I don't see it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is what got me to where I'm at. Grandma, matriarchs, like, big mama, when you had to go sit in the kitchen and eat, and then the adults ate in the living room, and if they called you in there, whoever they called, not until I got older did I realize whoever they called in there, you were the one. You went back to the table and told everybody else. What did they say? What did they say to you? You got picked, whether you wanted to be or not. You were picked, and you don't see that. You lose sight of that. That's when you venture back and think about it, like, man, like, wow, I got a family quilt, and the family looks at me like you're the oldest grandchild. Okay, you don't have a choice. Oh, I don't want that responsibility. You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Nah, don't get me wrong. I've stumbled.
Yeah.
I've made mistakes, but at the same time, family is what you make it. As cliche as it sounds, but the people I've run across, you and everybody else, I let them know you are family to me, and I want you to achieve the same thing you want me to achieve.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing back. I just want you to, thank you. Glad you did it.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yo RO.BO. We out here. We literally out here, man. We got special effects. Y'all can hear it in the background. We got flashing lights.
Flashing lights.
You know what I mean? So the visuals are just about here for the chase.
Mm-hmm.
Just so people know, even though at this point today, it's not available. Let everyone know what they might see out and about when it comes to the RO.BO insignia. So you're rocking a cap right now.
We got the hat. We got
the snap back.
Got the snap. Got one of the best. Then we got the hats. We got socks.
Okay. With the RO.BO.
With the RO.BO.
With the RO.BO
on the side of it. Quality stitched in and out. With T-shirts. You got pins. You got stickers. You may even see a white sticker with a red wave on it.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
And you may see it out there.
I always have my RO.BO pin.
Greatly
on the backpack,
appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Greatly appreciate it.
Always rocking that wherever I go. So then, what's next? Let me put it this way. What's next that you can actually speak on?
What's next I can actually speak on? More visuals.
Okay.
Doing my best Hype Williams, because that's one of my, I love that man. Man's dope, man. That's a great man right there. Him, like, best Hype Spike Lee.
Okay.
They can't do it forever.
No.
And to eat at that table with them and Cornell West is like one of my all-time, brunch. That's like my all-time dream brunch.
Okay.
Sit down with those men. Visuals and colorways.
Okay.
Doing different colorways. We're gonna definitely dabble back and bring out more hats.
Okay.
More socks.
Okay.
And more messages.
No doubt, man. So I mean, is that something you look forward to doing in terms of visuals, getting more even further into film work beyond?
This, in all honesty, this is 3.5 years in books. I've got notepads of this. So see, like, the levels, there's phases of this, and touching on these phases are going to continue to happen. It's just the way I go about them.
Okay.
There's so many chapters. It's visually, I can always explain better than talking. I can always visually give, and we can always revert back to, like, what was the reason for this?
Okay.
But I'd rather you see it first.
Yeah.
And then we do this.
Okay.
It's the interpret. It's like it's the Peter Pan theory. And this is my Peter Pan theory. If I pour something in this cup right here, and I hand it to you, take my cup.
Okay.
You take it. Now look at your hand.
All right.
You took it the same way I handed it to you.
Okay.
You didn't cup it like this.
Right.
You didn't go like this. You didn't make a bucket. You had it the same way.
Right.
So you visually saw it before it was there.
That's deep, though.
That's all.
That's deep, because then that goes back to what we were talking about when people see,
Yeah.
when they see the robo,
When they see it.
it creates the opportunity for conversation.
For conversation.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
how the corners correlate. That 90 degrees. That's how you build.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yo RO.BO. All right, so we always got to do this, man. We're in the social media world. Let
Okay.
people know if they want to, if they want to follow you and get more, more info on the Jo RO.BO. I was about to say movement. It's not a movement.
No, not a movement. You can say conglomerate. You can say anything else, but a movement has an end.
Okay. All right.
I don't believe in movements.
If they want to be on a journey with you, let's put it that way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You can do the because RO.BO, and that's the IG page.
Okay.
We everybody that follows gets followed back. We don't numbers. They say, oh, numbers don't lie. We don't need numbers on social media to let us know that outside of this, you can see it really. Like, there's really 1,000, if not more, that are wearing something.
Right.
But we got a page to visually see it, or you can do my personal one, which is Mr. Jo, and it's MrJayYYOO, and that's my personal one with all the videos, and you can follow, anything and everything we do on those two pages.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then you have my bruh D-Lo, D'Angelo Reigns. That's Thor.
Okay.
That he's out and about, probably doing some art somewhere. And
now speak on that, though, because there was an event not too long ago.
Absolutely, there was actually a few events that he's done.
Okay.
At one at Salmon Studios, 109 Salmon, and then one at the High Top, the new High Top Gallery.
Right.
Which is it's on 210 in Madison.
Okay.
And he's just, like I said, he's Thor and I'm Tony Stark. So that's basically, they call us Thor and Tony Starks. And
Okay.
I don't know if you guys follow comic books or the guys, the X-Men type guys, but Iron Man has the same power as Thor, except Thor's was God's gift. And then me, through trial and error, I figured out how to stay alive.
Yeah.
But we feed off the same energy.
Okay.
So he heightens with either or at any point in time. I can go from 100% to 400% because of what he says, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And when we're around each other, it just happens. It just creates.
That's what's up. Man. There will definitely be a link on the djcliff.com website. There'll be obviously a link to the podcast, but a link to all things RO.BO, because we always support good people doing good things. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, brother. I do.
For real. Man, any words you want to leave for the people?
Oh man, never let the world tell you can't be great. That's pretty much the RO.BO mantra. At the end of it, when you watch anything we do, the first commercial we ever shot, never let the world tell you can't be great. That's it in a nutshell.
That's what's up. Jo RO.BO, man.
Thank you.
This is DJ Cliff Presents. God bless you, my brother.
Oh man. Many travels.
For coming through and doing this. This is like I said before, man. This ain't no one time thing.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
We will definitely continue to be with you on this journey, my brother.
I appreciate that.
All right, man.
All right.
Be on the look for more from Jo RO.BO. Like I said, man, as we move forward on this journey with y'all. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for the next one. DJ Cliff.
It's everywhere.